Yes, people. Yes, people. It's a late one. It's a late one, but we're here. We're here. We had to do a quick, instant, 30-minute late reaction video to the France Switzerland game. Could talk about the Croatia Spain game as well, actually. It's been a bit of a mad day for the Euros. Um, First of all, as you come in, smash the likes. Obviously, you guys know what it is. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. Help us out, shares. You need to make sure to always like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, man, appreciate it's a late one, so probably gonna do half hour, take in your thoughts, and just give my thoughts as well. But yeah, man, let's get started with the France Switzerland game, man. Let's just get straight into it. Um, I kind of had a weird feeling when I woke up today about this game. Um, I mean, I missed a bit of it, quite a bit of it playing football because I thought, you know what, surely France will win because Switzerland didn't look great in the group stages apart from against Turkey. But the Turkey one, you thought uh, you have to take a step back from that, given how bad Turkey were in the tournament, easily the worst team, losing convincingly to Italy, Wales, and Switzerland. So you're like, okay, Switzerland, they don't really, you wouldn't think they would have the profile of players to hurt France, but they did. In fact, if if they had if Rodriguez had his penalty shooting boots on, they go 2-0 up in around the 55th minute, and it probably is game over for France. But let me take in some of your comments already. Big up my G Hassan. Hope you're good, my bro. Appreciate you tuning in on late one. Shaka Masterclass. Listen, I said it. I must have missed one of Shaka's maybe his first and last ever masterclass. But nah, big up to him. I know he played very, very well today. Even extra time, he did his job solidly. He had a yellow card, but he could easily have had a second yellow on occasions. But he timed his tackles very well, knew when to jump out. So credit to him. And yeah, it looks like he's clearly motivated. He knows that he's got the pending move to Roma coming up. Mourinho's a big fan of his. So for him, it must feel like a slight sense of vindication. And you could probably see that again with Xhaka at the end of the game, shushing the cameras. I mean, apart from Arsenal fans, who else could he be shushing? It has to be Arsenal fans that he's shushing. So he wouldn't be shushing people like myself. So I don't mind that. You need to give that back if you feel like you're getting overt criticism. But for me, let him go. I'm happy for him. Let him bounce. Let's move on. Good riddance. And yeah, let him keep playing well and doing his thing. So now, big up Shaka. Big up Ted Adi in the building saying that Shaka performance, whoa. Yeah, it was mad. I knew something was mad when the commentator kept talking about Shaka's performance in the same breath as Pogba's. And I was like, right, has he been at the same level as Pogba? So that's when I knew that Shaka was having a hell of a game. Was having a hell of a game for him to be compared in the same sentence. Because obviously Pogba obviously scored a brilliant goal and he should have had an assist in extra time for Mbappe. He did a couple other brilliant passes as well. But yeah, I think before I get on to Mbappe, because he's been getting an easy ride all tournament. He's been getting an easy ride all tournament, Mbappe. But before I get on to him, I would just like to first probably start off with the French manager. I was calling him a fraud after they won the World Cup in 2018. Obviously, real ball talk wasn't around then, but I was calling him a fraud then because I could see France had no style of play. It was all individual based. It was all counter-attack based. Sit back and use your individual ability to win the games. And that's never going to be sustainable. Yes, they did win the World Cup, but when you actually look at that World Cup, those World Cup victories in depth, they beat a very, very bad Argentina side with no defense whatsoever. They beat a very average Uruguay team who were getting older. They then beat Belgium in what was really a robbery because Belgium dominated the whole game and France just scored one goal from a corner. And then they beat Croatia in the final where they just, again, individual ability, a couple of moments of magic. But Croatia dominated in terms of possession large parts of that game, but France just had the individual ability to overcome it. And I think that's just not going to last. And you could see in this tournament that, against Hungary, even against Germany, you could see it. You could see signs that France weren't convincing. Too many gaps down the line, too easy for the other teams to keep the ball. Not enough pressing, coordinated pressing, so very easy for them to be bypassed. And yeah, they could easily have drawn to Germany. The Hungary game was very shaky, and even the Portugal game. Let's face it, if they didn't get that atrocious penalty right before half time, is anyone here going to sit here and say France would definitely have come back and drawn that game? So yeah, I think it's just a case of you need some form of tactics. You can't just rely on individuals to do the job all the time. And that's what Deschamps was doing. He was completely riding on individual players. He was completely riding on Kante to run around like a madman in the midfield, tackle back. He was relying on then Pogba to just create something from deep, or Mbappe to make a dangerous start and running behind, or for Benzema to link up the play. It's just they have brilliant players, but you still need to put some semblance of a system in place for them to fully function properly. And that's just not what happened today. And Switzerland, while they don't have any superstars per se, they have very capable players, and they play more to a system. They play a more measured approach, a more slow, but they can keep the ball. And if you're not pressing them, they can be dangerous. And that's why people like not just Shaka, but some of the other midfielders in Switzerland too were allowed to have good games because they weren't really pressed. And when you have time on the ball at this level, you're gonna be effective because you're gonna be able to find the passes, especially like I said, because France, they're not great at pressing, they're not great at covering spaces in between. Their main advantage is they like to sit as a low block and counter attack and use the pace, or like I said, in the moment, individual brilliance, they break through and then they can sit back. So it's yeah, I think after the group stages, I really wasn't convinced by France. France didn't convince me whatsoever. I still expected them to beat Switzerland, but I'm not going to sit here and say I'm shocked because I've been saying that the manager is not good enough. Like sometimes you may get a result that, or like the World Cup win, it really sometimes the result must. It's like the Portugal manager. They won Euro 2016, but no one can tell me he's a good enough manager. They won Euro 2016, winning one game in 90 minutes. So sometimes the end result can mask the bigger picture. And I think that's what's happened to both France and Portugal in this instance, even though France is a bigger level because they have better players than Portugal. And they should not be losing. Portugal lost to Belgium. You can take that on the chin. But we saw Switzerland against Italy. They got beaten very convincingly. We saw them against Wales. They looked all right. So, yeah. And yeah, no, big up Ted Adi saying spot on, that guy's a fraud. Three at the back was a shocking mistake. 100%. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, even the thing at the end, what was going on with Rabiot in this left back thing? Like, why is Rabiot playing left back? Like, I don't get it. Like, why not just like why not try and gain some control in the midfield? Why is Griezmann going off? You can't take it for granted just because you're winning. By the way, people, smash the likes. Late show for you guys. Make sure to smash the likes. But yeah, why is Griezmann coming off? Why is Sissoko coming on? Sissoko's been crap for Tottenham. Why is he in the France squad? Like, surely bring on, like, how is someone not, like, Ndombele not getting called up in the French team? Someone else that can keep the ball, manipulate it. Because sometimes it seems too much to me like it's Kante gets it back, give it to Pogba, and then see the thing starts from there. Like, it's not, football is not that simple. Do you know what I'm saying? Why not create a style where your wide players can find, where Mbappe can be more threatening rather than always Mbappe? The same, anyone that watched France knows that Mbappe's been doing the same thing. Dart and run from left, right across. That's he's been waiting to be found by a Pogba. It's not, people are going to work you out. How about finding a way where someone drop deeps and then someone makes another angle so then you can run through the middle, or you can pop it off and allow the fullback to overlap? all these little things, but it's because the France coach didn't implement those tactics. He allowed France to be exposed. They should not be losing to Switzerland. They should not be conceding 3 goals to Switzerland, because Switzerland before the Turkey game, there was like a joke going around that Switzerland could never score more than 1 goal in tournaments, and now they're going and bagging 3 and missing a pen against the world champions. Like, so that can't be right. You're 3-1 up, 15 minutes to go, 3-1 up, 9 minutes to go, and you finish 3-3. That screams to me bad game management. And when you're not used to controlling the tempo of the game, it's hard when it's 3-2 to say, okay, you know what, boys, we need 5 minutes of just steady possession, but we calm ourselves down and we also dilute their enthusiasm, because that's what you need to do when you feel the momentum shift. It's all about diluting it. It's not about necessarily you going on a mad one. It's about saying, you know what, we need to bring them down. We need to steady the game. And yeah, big up Varna, man. Hope you're good, bro. Give credit where it's due. Switzerland, our passion France. 100%, man. Switzerland, absolutely brilliant. No, I'm sure no one gave them a chance. And but they performed. Like I said, I'm not a Xhaka fan, but how can you criticize him today? He was brilliant. Like I said, a couple of times he easily could have got a red card, but he was very intelligent. Made the tackle in a way where he pulled them off but didn't take them out, where he would have got the yellow. So very intelligent, and that's what you need to do. All of them. And Babu at right back, very solid, up and down, energy. Even the first half of extra time, it seemed like Switzerland were the ones attacking more than to me. It was only the second half of extra time where I think Switzerland were almost like, oh, damn, we're almost at penalty shootout with France. And France were like, oh, damn, we're almost at a penalty shootout with Switzerland at its peak. So yeah, man, now, but great comment, bro. Obviously, people smash the likes if you're new, subscribe, all that good stuff. Big up RG Jalil, man. Hope you're good, my bro. Saying for me, this weren't a shock. Switzerland has not got the names, but have good players. Exactly. You need to respect players at this level. Mbappe needs a pickup. Yeah, he can run and do skills and looks good. He ain't been that good for France. And this is what, it's a shame, because a lot of times they say that in life, before you can reach whatever level you aspire to, you need to go through a hardship. And I think Mbappe, if we're being honest, since he came through from Monaco, it's kind of been a relatively smooth, still upward curve. You know, where's the Ligue 1 with Monaco? Goes to PSG. Obviously, where's Ligue 1's there? Where's the World Cup? You know, he's revered around the world. Everybody loves Mbappe, fresh face, kid on the block, star of PSG with Neymar. And this tournament, I think all the stuff with Giroud beforehand, where Giroud's talking about people should have been passing, and you get the reports coming out, whether true or untrue, from L'Equipe, talking about Mbappe wanted to do a press conference to almost refute that. And then you get Mbappe having so-and-so performances in the group stages, not very clinical, like a lot of dilly-dallying. He likes to dilly-dally now. Like, he's not like as direct and decisive in his movement. It's like he wants to show people that he's got the skills. And I don't know if that comes from playing with Neymar, because obviously when you play with someone as brilliant as Neymar on the ball, you're obviously going to learn off that. You're going to say, you know what? I want to show people that I can do some of that. But I feel like he just needed to simplify his game. And unfortunately for him, the key moment today, Mbappe, in my opinion, and this might be completely wrong, for me, Mbappe missed the penalty as soon as he missed that 1-on-1 in extra time. Because he would have been walking up to that penalty thinking, it should never have got here if I did my job. And the fact he was even the 5th penalty taker almost low-key screamed to me like, yo, I don't really want to take a penalty. But hopefully, by the time it comes to me, this is already done, and somehow we're already through. And it's a shame. It's a shame that I had to go down like that for Mbappe. He'll obviously come back stronger, I have no doubt. But it's a great lesson for him that you know, he still has aspects of his game that he really, really needs to work on. And I think you know, I'm sure he'll come back stronger. But yeah, it's a tough one to take. Missing that penalty, I'm sure he'll get a lot of scrutiny from the French press. he just needs to come back. He just needs to quieten down, have a few weeks off, come back refreshed, and then just try and make the right decision for his future. Because obviously he's only got 1 year left at PSG, and then just move forward and just try and have the best season possible. It happens. It happens to everyone. Everyone has these moments. Ronaldo missed a penalty against Chelsea, 2008 Champions League final, but he was lucky that they ended up winning that. Messi's missed a penalty in a Copa America final. Again, he was unfortunate. He didn't have that benefit of being able to win it. Zidane's been set off in a World Cup final. R9 had that situation where he had a fit before the 1998 World Cup final. So these incidents happen. It can happen to the best of them, and it's just about how you come back. A lot of times, football is about your character just as much as your ability. So if Mbappe is the player that we all believe he is, he'll come back and be a much better player for this. But there's no doubt he had a very bad tournament. Let's call a spade a spade. He had a bad tournament, and yeah. But I think, to be honest, Deschamps has to go. He has to go. Like if I'm involved in the French Football Association, he has to bounce. Tomorrow, I'm sacking him. I'm trying to get a proper, decent manager that can implement a style, because you do not want to waste the golden generation, because they don't come along all the time. You can't just keep hoping that they'll come along. I think also the decision, I mean, no offense, but I'm just looking at France's team and I'm like, how is Kimpembe playing? How is Kimpembe playing? Kimpembe is very athletic and aggressive, but his football IQ is very, very, very poor. He's the type of defender that if you're playing football, he will make you nervous, because he'll be that type that when you're just taking control of a game, he'll commit a stupid foul on the halfway line, give them the ball, give them a chance to reset, or just be overly aggressive, put himself out of position by trying to get the first one, when it's just a case of let the man get the first one, sit back and watch the play develop, rather than always thinking you can win it. He's that type of defender. And because Varane next to him is not a leader, because we also have to admit that Varane is not a leader. Varane, when things are going under pressure, right, and Sergio Ramos is not there, do you see Varane leading? I don't see Varane leading. I see someone like, it's looking kind of peak, Someone needs to help me out, because I ain't leading. Someone else has to lead. And that's my problem. That's my personal problem with Varane. I still remember when I first saw him at Real Madrid, I thought this guy's going to be absolutely unbelievable. And he's had a great career, I'm not going to deny that. But has he reached the level that I thought he would? He's too shaky for me. He doesn't fulfill me with that leadership confidence. And I think that's a big problem for the status that he has. He's revered as a centre-back. And when you're revered, I'd expect more from you. Van Dijk oozes confidence. Varane doesn't ooze that confidence for me. And even though Sergio Ramos, as a defender per se, might not be better than Varane, Sergio Ramos gives you that confidence to say, you know what, he's not going to let. When things go bad, he's going to step up for us. And I feel like, but I don't know, am I being too harsh? Obviously, big up KD in the chat, as always, my brother, saying, not going to lie, I think Spain might go all the way. Listen, bro, they did a madness, Spain, today. They should have won the game very convincingly against Croatia. But, again, they had to go through the test. Croatia brought it back to 3-3, and then Spain said, boom, and they made it 5-3 in extra time. Could have won 6 or 7, to be honest. But sometimes you need to go through that in a tournament. And obviously now Spain have Switzerland. Again, after today's result, you don't want to say anything, but I actually think Switzerland will find it harder against Spain, because Spain have more of a system than France. France have better players, but Spain have a better system. So the Switzerland players will find it harder to do what they did today against Spain. So I expect Spain to beat Switzerland, and then they will face either one of Belgium or Italy. So this tournament is wide open. I don't know what you all think. Guys, girls, talk to me. Like, I don't personally think there's a great team in this tournament. I think there's a lot of decent teams, no great teams, no team where, we're going to look back and say, yeah, you know what, the Euro 2020 winner they were a brilliant team. We're going to say, you know what, that was the best of a decent bunch. And, but yeah, today was some great games of football. But But yeah, man, people talk to me. Probably gonna do like 10 more minutes before wrapping up, man. So yeah, just talk to me like what biggest things from the France Switzerland game, man. Like obviously it's still a shock. Like France got beat by Switzerland in the last 16. It's mental. I can't even lie. It's mental, but it's football. It's football. It's football. It's what it does. Obviously, make sure to smash the likes. And yeah, man. Let's see what Katie's saying. So you men are going to be disappointed tomorrow. Grealish and Saka are going to be on the bench. Yeah, I saw that. Grealish should be starting. Saka has a strong case to start, but I'm not surprised. I'm not even mad that Mount's coming back in. I'm just not sure what role Southgate is playing about him. Is he playing him left wing? Is he playing him attacking mid? I'm not sure where Mount is playing, to be honest. So yeah, and then obviously Foden's the golden boy, so now he just walks into the team. I'm not really sure why, to be honest, because Grealish is better than Foden. Is this true? Yeah, Kedadi breaking news live. Yeah, is this true? Saka starting? Yeah, let me know if it's true, because then that's a huge thing for Saka. Huge bonus for him tomorrow, starting against Germany, last 16. Yeah, man, let me know if that's confirmed, because obviously it would be leaked about a day earlier, for being honest. It always does with the England team. So yeah, man, it's what else is there to talk about? Obviously, we can talk about Pogba. He had a very good attacking game. Had a goal. Should have had an assist. I still don't understand what Mbappe was doing. Like the pass was so perfect. He literally, all he had to do was just curl it in. Okay, yeah, so it's serious. All right, so Saka started tomorrow. Fair enough. So hopefully he can do the business. As Jalil would say, obviously that's Jalil's slogan. Okay, KD saying the Telegraph said different. All right, so you guys sort that out between yourself. You guys sort out the source between yourself, and then let me know if Saka's starting or not still before I start breaking some fake news live on the air. But yeah, man, it's can't lie, man. Portugal out, France out, Hazard's injured. This tournament is stinking for me, bro. I can't even lie, man. This tournament is stinking. All I got left is Italy doing something, but again, do I trust them? I don't trust anyone in this tournament, I'll be real. I don't trust no one in this tournament. Absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Like I said, just finishing up on France. Deschamps has to be sacked. He's not a good enough manager. He's not going to get the most out of this golden generation moving forward. They need to accept that, thank him for the World Cup in 2018, move on respectfully. Forgan Hazard came with that famous Paul Jubilani swerve tech for his goal yesterday. Listen, man, don't remind me of that goal. What was Rui Patricia doing, bro? The ball was down the middle, man. KD, you know the keeper has to save that. That's diabolical, bro. Shocking stuff, man. So bad. Anyway, man, Ronaldo's out. I can't even start thinking about Ronaldo being out, man. That will stress me out. But it's you know what it is like. Sometimes when you're watching these games, you find yourself low key rooting for the underdog, and there were times I found myself today rooting for Switzerland. Like, you know what? But go on, man. Go on, Switzerland. Do your thing, man. You guys are balling out. You're trying your hardest. But it was like, I think it was just before the penalty shootout, I was like, as much as I love an underdog story, I ain't trying to watch Spain, Switzerland, man. I'm trying to watch Spain, France, man. I'm trying to see the best players play. So that's when, as soon as I started switching to France just before penalties, I'm like, yeah, France are going to lose penalties, because now the team I want to win is going to end up losing penalties. So moving forward, I don't even know, man. Maybe I need to start rooting for the team I don't even want to win. It's all mad, man. It's all mad. Big up my guy Jaminho. Hey, man, it's been a while, man. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good still. Hope you're doing good, man. Talk to me, man. How you feeling? Obviously, France are out. So maybe it is coming home for England. Maybe it is coming home. Well, yeah, man, people, make sure to smash the likes if you're new, subscribe. France spotted, they're under pressure. 3-1 up, 10 minutes to go. How can you not call it bottling? What else could it be? If it's not bottling, what else could it be? It's just so sad. Like when you see a team full of individual brilliance not being utilized to its best ability, it needs a system. You can't. To me, and this is no offense. I know I've said it before. I think about Southgate, but to me, Deschamps reminds me of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Freestyle football. Like it literally seems to me that it's like, get the ball, yo, give it to Pogba, give it to Griezmann. One of you, man, do something. One of you, man, just make something happen. Mbappe, listen, you run here, fam. You just make runs. That's your job. Benzema, you float around, you do a madness. On the right wing, God knows what's even happening on the right wing. They've forgotten that side even exists. They've just said, nah, forget a right wing. That's over. That doesn't matter, bro. Let's just play on one side. Everything left side. Like you can't football. This is professional elite football. You're asking people to win it individually. In an era where tactics are more important than ever because players are they've more been brought up in the nature of systems, so they're more constrained and less reluctant to try and do something individual. It's much more of a team game. So you need to implement a team system. And France didn't do any of that. How are France letting Switzerland have a good level of possession? How? Anyway, people smash the likes, man. Big up my GO this saying, I need Shaka to win it all. Listen, let's be honest, man. Switzerland ain't winning nothing. They won today, but they ain't winning nothing. Like I said, France, people will not understand this. But if you know, Spain will be harder for Switzerland than France were. I can guarantee you that now. Spain will beat Switzerland. I'm very, very comfortable in saying that. Could I be proved wrong? 100%. But I'm very, very comfortable in saying that. I'm good, bro. Just had a very busy time recently. Hope you're good. Hey, man, I'm all good over here, man. And 100%, man. Do what you need to do. The most important thing is that you're well, man. That you're well. That's always the most important thing, man. Life gets us taken away sometimes. So, yeah. Hassan saying Italy winning, the lad said it from the beginning. Bro, I hope so, man. I hope so. I can't lie to you, man. I hope they win it, but I'm definitely not. I'm not convinced about anything right now. So, can't lie. I'm rooting for Germany, Ukraine, or Czech Republic. Okay, so you're going for the underdogs. Okay. Yeah. To be fair, Czech Republic as well. Big up to them. Shocking Netherlands. That was a great result for them. Well, to be fair, actually, I just realized you put Germany there. Germany in underdogs. Oh, so you're against England. Oh, that's funny. That's funny still. Reece James and Luke Shaw wing backs tomorrow, back three. I knew he was going to play a back three. He was always going to match Germany's system. So that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm going to guess, and correct me if I'm right, KD, I'm going to guess he's going to go Pickford, Reece James right wing back, Kyle Walker right centre back, right at the back three, and John Stones in the middle, Harry Maguire on the left side. Then he's going to go Luke Shaw left wing back. He's going to go Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, and then he's going to go Saka, Mount, Kane. No. If he goes back three, no. He's going to go Sterling. He's going to go Sterling, Mount, Kane. He's going to go Sterling. Hey, okay, you're Irish. No wonder. As an Irish person, I have to support the underdogs. I'm only supporting Germany because I guess, yeah, okay, cool. As soon as you said that, I didn't even need to read the rest. I knew. Makes sense, bro. Makes sense. Busquets controlling the whole quarterfinal. Bro, Busquets is just gonna be, bro, he's gonna be doing what Shaka was doing today on 100, bro. On 100, bro. Fine with Pedri running around, just popping little passes here and there, bro. And Koke just doing cokey things. I don't even know what that guy does, to be honest. But yeah, people like cocaine. England needs Saka, Sancho, and Grealish all to start for them to have a chance. Listen, tell Southgate that, bro. Listen, Southgate's another fraud. I can't lie. I can't remember an international tournament that had so many frauds in it. Southgate's a fraud. Deschamps a fraud. Santos, the Portugal manager's a fraud. Any more frauds in there? Oh, that's 3 frauds already. That's pretty bad. Um, yeah, that's enough for now. That's 3 frauds is enough for now. But hey, who knows? Because the way things are looking at the moment, I'm liking Denmark. I don't know about you guys. I'm liking how Denmark are playing. I'm liking their passion. I'm liking their style. I'm liking their intensity. They're really clicking for me at the moment. And if, listen, bro, talking about frauds, let's not start the Bruno thing today. I ain't trying to have United fans on my back, but I've been calling that guy a fraud since day one. Like I said, slight tackle assists and penalties don't get past me. So for all the good stuff he's done for the United, for the passion, the goals he's brought in, the assists, he's not world class. He just says, and people want to put him there because of his GAs. Fair enough, do your thing. I don't mind. To me, he's not world class. I know what world class is, and he definitely is not that. And I don't know what he did for Portugal at this Euros. I don't know if he was auditioning to star in Casper the Ghost because man just went invisible. So I don't know what he just did, but hey, listen, we keep it moving on Bruno. Imagine that Portugal, Netherlands, Croatia, France, and England or Germany would be knocked out in the last 16, but Denmark or Czech Republic would be in the semis. Listen, and this is why I'm saying, bro, there's no great team in this tournament. There's no great team, so you need to make advantage of this when it happens. It's rare that there isn't some great teams, but this is one of those tournaments. This is one of those tournaments. So, yeah, man, someone might shock the world. And yeah, stat padding at its finest, bro. Listen, Hassan, you get it, bro. You get it. We need to get you on the show, Hassan, man. I can't lie. You get it, bro. I can see you get it still. That maybe wing back you is wavy the way he chopped Ben Davis. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, he's wavy. The guy that put top bins with his left foot. Yeah, he's cold. Maybe he's cold. So Arsenal could do him still, but are we gonna get him? Of course not. We're gonna keep Bellerin. I'm really starting to think Italy will win it. Listen, hey, we'll talk here. Shout me on Instagram because we're gonna do something where we can get at least one of our supporters, one of our community. I don't even say support community on like once a month or something. So yeah, man, shout me on Instagram in it on the Real Bull Talk, and I'll definitely get back to you, my bro. I'm really starting to think into winning. Listen, it can happen, man. I can't lie, it can happen, but but the Belgium game is key. The Belgium game is key because I think Italy can beat Spain or Switzerland. They've already beaten Switzerland, so they can definitely beat them again. Because sometimes it's just about bad matchups, and Switzerland, Italy are a bad matchup for Switzerland. But I think Italy would beat Spain. I think Italy can beat Belgium, but if Hazard and De Bruyne are out, 100% they will beat Belgium. If Hazard's out, I know Hazard's out. If De Bruyne's back, they have a chance because Belgium, if I'm them, I'm playing counter-attacking football and just letting Lukaku do a madness. But the thing is, the problem with Belgium is that they're not that quick. Lukaku's quick. But Meunier as a right wing back is not as athletic as he used to be. So the midfield is not that quick with Witsel and Tielemans. So yeah, man. That Italy midfield is crazy. Listen, man, 100%. Locatelli was on the bench the other day. That's how good it is. So I will actually bring Locatelli back in today get on Friday against Belgium. But then you got Verratti as well, and Verratti is an unbelievable footballer. I think he's so underrated. But again, he's coming back from injury, so you're going to play him again. If Belgium don't take home the trophy, then their golden generation failed. But they still have Qatar 23. To be fair, bro, I think this is their last chance, and I don't think they've got any chance next year because their defense is too slow already, and another year older. I don't see them having any defenders coming through. So I don't see them having a chance, to be honest. I can't lie. Um, but yeah, man, people, last 2 minutes. So just throw in any questions, any thoughts on the Euros, on the France result. Yeah, man, just throw anything out there. Last 2 minutes, and in the meantime, you know what to do, people. Smash the likes, and yes, if you're new, subscribe and all that good stuff. Last couple of minutes, so just drop in any final comment. Man, I'm thirsty, bro. Katie, you read my mind, bro. You literally read my mind. Uh, I think Chiesa should be starting over Berardi um, all day. I'm not a huge Berardi fan. I think he's a bit erratic. I like Chiesa. I think he should be starting, and hopefully he will do against Belgium. Hopefully, but Mancini may also at the same time be like, you know what? Let me put faith in these players that have got me to this point in the type of way. If you see me, but I agree with you, KD, 100%. I think Chiesa should be starting. Random question: what's your favorite biscuit? Tough question. Mm, I'm not as much of a biscuit man as I used to be. Oh man, that's how you know I'm struggling. Favorite biscuit. Oh man, you said biscuit, you didn't say cookies, so yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Milk chocolate cookies, I love, but um, let me go custard creams for now. Let me go custard creams for now because I can't really fit. You call me out with that one, Jamino. I can't. Like, you call me out with that one. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, let me go with custard creams for now. Classics. There's another one that I'm thinking of, but as much as I was looking forward to a France celebration, big up RXA. We have to give Shaka the credit he deserves. Took the game by the scruff of the neck. Played a decisive part for the comeback goal. A captain. I'm not sure if playing a decisive pass for the comeback means you're taking the game by the scruff of the neck. But he definitely had a very, very good game. I'm not sure when this became just about. I didn't know Shaka won the game for Switzerland by himself. But yeah, no, Shaka had a very good game. Switzerland should have got 2-0 up. So if they went 2-0 up, that game would have been over then. But no, Shaka gets the credit he deserves. Hopefully, Arsenal don't start panicking and changing their minds. We still need to sell him. But listen, Shaka is a diving Swiss roll. Hey, that's harsh, man. Even I wouldn't say that about him, man. And I see, Jamie, I know you're an Arsenal fan like me, so listen, we've seen Shaka enough to know that one performance is not going to start making us think, let's keep Shaka. Come on, man. Listen, good luck to you in Rome. The Italian league will suit you a lot better. It's a slower style. You will do well. I'm sure you'll do well in Rome. Go do your thing. Pogba played good, but unfortunately that France team let him down. Listen, you know what I'm saying? If Pogba played bad, people would have blamed Pogba 100%. People will probably find a way to still blame Pogba anyway. But listen, the most important thing I'm glad for him is that he didn't miss the penalty. Because then he would have got all the blame. So I'm just glad he scored it. Pogba did, what he does when given the opportunity to. He's just a brilliant offensive player, the offensive end of the game. He's not a dictator. That's just not his style of play. Pogba is more somebody, and he was never asked to dictate at Juve. They had Pedro for that. So the expectation that he's going to play in a similar style of play to others, you just need to watch the game. If you watch the game, you'll understand what type of player he is. Imagine Morata has more goals than Mbappe and Kane. That's a prank. Yeah, Morata's dead. I don't care how many goals he scores. That guy's a bum. But listen, he scored a brilliant goal today, so I can't kid him too much, but he's a bum. The human side to me wants Denmark to win. Denmark winning would be good, to be fair, because they actually play good football as well. So it's not like they're just a nice story because of the Ericsson incident that happened. They actually play good football. And you do start to wonder if they had Ericsson, would they be even better? Because like, did anyone know Denmark were gonna be like this? So you do start to wonder, or you do ask yourself, are they playing like this because of the areas? It's just you don't want to put it all down on that because it's unfair to them. They've played very well. They really handled Wales convincingly. So yeah. Um, so yeah, but that's a very fair point. I don't think they will win it, but they've got a chance of getting to the final. They've got a chance of getting to the final. I'm going to say one thing. Ricardo Rodriguez is lucky the Swiss pulled it back last minute. Um, yeah, yeah, man. Sometimes in football, you know what I'm saying? You need things to work out in your favor, and you can sleep good tonight thinking, whew, got away with one today, lads. So I'll pay you back next time. Funny enough, he was already off by the time they took the penalty. So I was thinking, why did he take one? But yeah. Um, I'm as good as Mbappe. I scored as many goals as him in the Euros, and I didn't miss a decisive penalty this year. Me is greater than Mbappe. Listen, hey, this is what Mbappe's gonna get now for a few days. This is the life, bro. I've seen some people, some other group chats. For all you basketball fans, calling Mbappe playoff M in relation to playoff P. So if you know that reference, it's gonna be peak for him for a few days. But you gotta come back from it stronger, man. You're a superstar. It ain't easy. You're gonna get the criticism, but you're also gonna get all the adulation when it goes well. So you got to unfortunately take the good with the bad. That's where you get paid the big money. So yeah, man. Last 1 minute, people. Make sure to smash a like. I can't lie, this might be the worst Euros. Yeah, until today, definitely it still is the worst Euros. I can't lie. It's been atrocious. But today gave me some hope. Still, I can't lie. At least today I'm like, okay, at least I can look back and say I had one good day of good games. And I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't expect it from Croatia and Spain. I thought Croatia and Spain had dead game written all over it, but who am I to predict, right? What players do you want for Arsenal? Boy, talking about Arsenal at midnight, that is stressful. Yeah, what players do I want? I want a DM. I want an attacking midfielder. I want a striker. Yeah, we need a striker still. We definitely need an attacking midfielder. I wanted Buendia. I really, really wanted Buendia. I don't know how we let Aston Villa get him. I'm new and trying to think about that. Buendia, people will see next season. He's a brilliant player, and but we let him go. And now there's all these links to Madison. And I'm just gonna point out that people might say I'm mad. I'm not Madison's biggest fan. I can't even lie to you. But yeah, man. Mbappe has never been a clinical player. That's not him. But he's a great player and will take over once Ronaldo Messi retire. And you see, this is the thing, man. Mbappe is gonna is got the torch moving forward. So yeah, man. Hopefully, there's gonna be somebody to compete with him. Whether that's I don't know, João Felix or who else is there that could compete with him? It's a tough one because sometimes people can come out of nowhere, so it can be too soon. Obviously, João Felix, he needs to leave his club because he made. Sometimes players, you need to have a think about where you're moving to. Atletico Madrid, they play defensive. You're a flair player. Why are you going to play for Simeone? So you need to think sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Make decisions wisely. You know what I'm saying? Don't just jump at the first move. Take your time. If you need to spend another year Benfica, do so. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, I know, but yeah, that's what João Felix should have done. We actually did a show on this on last Friday, my bro. So go and check that one out. But just quickly, it was, I think we had Donnarumma in goal, Chiellini, Dumfries, Chiellini, Kimmich, Laporte, then Dumfries right wing back. We had Pogba and Locatelli sitting, Wijnaldum just in front, Spinazzola left wing back, and then CR7 and Lukaku up top. So that was our team. But go and check it out. It was a good video still. We spoke about other things as well. Croatia-Spain was the first game in Euros history to have 8 goals scored in it. See, I didn't even know that. It's a great stat, man. I forgot. Hey, Jamie, you always bring up the amazing stats, man. I rate that still. People smash the likes, almost done. It's sad that we didn't get to watch Haaland. Yeah, but again, you need your teammates sometimes to help you. But I'm sure Haaland will get his time. But you look at Norway's team. They got Haaland. They got Odegaard. I'm sure they got a couple other players. I know Josh King, but he isn't all that. Um, but yeah, man, we'll see them. Varane and Kempembe hugely overrated massively. Don't get me started on Kempembe. I can't stand him as a defender. Can't stand him as a defender. The guy looks like he's not a crackhead, but he looks like he's out here to break legs. He ain't even out here to defend. And like the guy's just a psycho. And then you got Varane next to him, who's just like, he's just like, hey man, when things are good, I'm good. When things are bad, I ain't here anymore, bro. Don't look to me for leadership. So yeah, it's peak for us. But then you go Upamecano. Could he play there? Yes. But then you see some of Upamecano's clips, and you're like, yeah, he's a bit mad as well. And you got Kunde. Kunde's been playing at right back, and he's a centre back. Then you got Laporte. You're letting Laporte go play for Spain. I mean, how many centre backs do you need that are better than Kimpembe? But you're playing Kimpembe. Xhaka got started the match. To be fair, they weren't a winning team, so he deserved it. He was Switzerland's best player. So no complaints there. Let's see what he does next game. Because this is the thing. When you're a good player, people don't usually get this excited about performance. And usually you have that consistency. So if you're at the level that you showed today, you need to do it again next game. Because I've seen people do it one-offs. It happens. One-offs happen. But yeah, you're basically saying he's a French Pepe out here to break leg. Bro, look at Kimpembe's face, bro. He looks. Why was he so angry after he scored the penalty for France? Man was fuming. Like he wanted to knock someone out. I'm like, bro, you just scored a pen, bro. Like, take it easy a bit. Take it easy, bro. Man was fuming. I'm like, shit. Did you miss? Like, nah. Smash the likes. Anyone joining in? Smash the likes. Hey, big up Rocco. Hope you're good, Rocco, man. Hope you're good, man. Saying I think it's great France knocked out. Hey, but judging by the name, and correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like you might be an Italy fan. So if that's why, you've got ulterior motives in mind. But otherwise, maybe you're just a supporter of the underdog. But big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Varane needs Ramos to hold his hands, bro. I've been trying to tell people about Varane. Listen, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. So yeah, Renato's been called this Euro. Don't know how he didn't get more game time. Don't get me started on the Portugal fraud manager. Do not get me started on him, please. I need to sleep tonight. I got work in the morning, so I need my blood pressure to calm down, and I'm not trying to think about that fraud. So please, Hassan, be easy on me right now. United fans get excited when Pogba does back heels. Literally, Oba was shouting when he did a back heel. Yeah, okay, yeah, but I don't get it. What's the point? Like, is this in relation to Xhaka? Like Xhaka and Pogba just need to stop being brought up together. Like they're not in the same planet as players. They might have had similar games today in terms of you could say they were almost as good as each other, but yeah, I'll never personally put them in the same sentence again, but it's just to put it out there. Grazie CC. Hey, allora spero che stai bene, caro. Spero che stai bene. This reminds me of this time someone said Jordan Verity of Rome looks like. I know what you're talking about as well. That guy looks bad. I can't lie. It's in relation to getting overly happy over performance. Listen, this is modern football, man. This is modern football. It's the social media era. You can have an awful 90 minutes and then someone will put a clip up of you doing a 360 in between two people, and people were like, hey, pop up, or this guy balled out today, and it's like, and then it's like, anyone that watched the game is like, bro, he was diabolical. But 1 360, and now all of a sudden he had a good game. Like people, it's about consistency. Football is about consistency. Like people were trying to tell me yesterday, Lukaku was good. Lukaku was okay. Just because he made 1 or 2 good runs that were mad aggressive, doesn't forget that there was one time Lukaku literally controlled it with his chest, brilliant touch, and passed it straight to the Portugal defender. That's not good. That's not good. Pogba turns up at international only, and we say he's a great player. I mean, listen, but he was very good at Pogba was very, very good at Juve. He's had what one and a half good seasons for United, 2 very average, and yeah, so he just played the wrong team. It happens. United don't suit him. It's okay. It happens. Doesn't mean you're not great. Doesn't mean you're not a great player. You know what I'm saying? Could he have done more? 100%. But I mean, some of the players Pogba's played with, I think people just don't want to give that to him. Jota to be one of the players of the season next season, I don't see it. He might come back. He had a very bad Euros. He might come back. I don't think in Liverpool's team people really stand out like that. I think they play much more of a team game, and Jota's just not that type. Like he might get goals, but like I think I don't. What to be fair, you said one of the players, and one of the players, so that's not impossible. But when you got Salah Mane as well, I can't lie. I thought Jota was better than he was, but again, I was rooting for Portugal, so maybe because he stunk it up, maybe I was a bit more upset. But listen, he wasn't as bad as that fraud Bruno Fernandes. So let's not get started on Bruno. Pogba is cool. He's just luxury player and needs players around him. This is the thing. Pogba is the type of player that needs other good players around him. That's okay. You look at someone like Toni Kroos, world-class, brilliant footballer. But is Toni Kroos the type of guy that you could put in a team that's not as good and expect him to carry? No. You have to understand the profile of the player you're dealing with. People like Steven Gerrard, he had all the attributes. He could do it all. And he had that natural leadership instinct where he would literally almost down the pitch. Not everybody is that type of player. It's okay to be different in styles. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sometimes people may overrate a certain player. And I think that's a lot of times that's the reason why people have resentment towards players. It's not because of the players themselves. It's because of the reverence they get from other fans. And that's just football. That's especially modern day. So, you know what I'm saying? It's good when to sometimes just take a step back and try and analyze the player fairly. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Let's not sit here and say, you know what, that there are times where you have a player that you don't necessarily a big fan of and they do brilliant. Let's all be real. We have that feeling inside of ourselves of, damn, why did they do that, man? Like, but you just have to, once you start to be able to let go of that feeling and just start to appreciate the game, then you're in a much, much better place for it. And you can just see and appreciate each player for its strengths and good, and not always think that because you say Messi's brilliant, that means Ronaldo's crap. No. Messi can just be brilliant. Someone else doesn't have to be tarnished. We got to get out of that mindset. The name's SB. Hey, big on my GSB. Hope you're good, man. Crazy scenes tonight, man. Listen, man. Crazy scenes. We out here, bro. Crazy, crazy scenes, man. Hope you're good. Smash the likes and get Roboto to 300 subscribers. Hey, let's do it, man. Let's get the 300 subscribers, people. Smash the like, subscribe, share with your peeps, man. Let's get there. Yeah, for real, 100%. Have you been watching Copa America? I've been watching mainly highlights. I've been watching mainly highlights, but it looks like Neymar and Messi are really playing well. So I'll definitely try and catch some of the knockout games. But yeah, man, tell me what you've been thinking, Jamie. That is facts. People dislike players due to other people overrated. 100%. That is 90% of why people don't like other players. That's just how it is. I actually agree with you, but you know what? blame United fans. They cast all the rivalry that perform like Pogba but overrate Pogba. Yeah, it probably happens. Probably does. I can't lie. It probably does happen still. But all fans do that. All fans do that. It's not just United fans. Like Arsenal fans do it, Liverpool fans do it, Chelsea fans do it. It's natural. It's what modern fans do. I hope slash believe we see an Italy France semi, but I'll gladly take an Italy Spain. Hey, Rocco, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you, man. As Italy, in fact, Rocco, let me slow you down 1 second. We haven't beaten Belgium yet. So let's take a back seat before Lukaku comes back and slaps us, and then I'm looking like an idiot. So let's take a back seat first. Yeah, sure, John, but you don't rate anything Henderson brings to our team. It's not that I don't. It's not that. It's just his value to Liverpool is overrated. Henderson is a good player. That's all he is. He does a job for Liverpool. He covers Trent's space when Trent goes forward. He plays the good diagonals from one side to the left to either Mane or to Salah. He plays them quick. He's very good at instigating the press. He fits perfectly into what Klopp is doing. That is it. I don't need to elaborate any further on Henderson. But when I start hearing things like world class mentioned, it's outrageous, it's ridiculous, and it's disrespectful to truly world class players. So that's my point. Henderson gets brought up in discussions. Henderson almost won the Premier League Player of the Year. That's all I need to say about how a player can be overhyped. Henderson almost won a Premier League Player of the Year. That's all that needs to be said. That's all that needs to be said. I haven't watched much of it, but I watched part of the Brazil-Colombia game. Personally, I think the knockout stage will be juicy. I think Brazil are going to win it. They might. Brazil might win it. They might win it. They might win it. I don't know, man. I hope so, for Neymar's sake, because he's playing really well. But yeah, I'd love to see a Barcelona, Brazil, Argentina final. That would be brilliant. But yeah, Henderson is a system player. But you see, Hassan, if I said that, I'll be considered a hater. You know, at the end of the day, Henderson joined Liverpool in 2011. So he's been there 10 years. For 6 years, for about 6 or 7 years, he was average or bad. Because Liverpool fans, up until 2-3 years ago, were saying Henderson should not be starting. Even the season Liverpool almost won the league when they got 97 points, people even that season were saying Henderson should be dropped. Klopp was substituting him sometimes in games. And it's after that Barcelona game when they won 4-0, that's still the best game I've ever seen Henderson play because he was outstanding that game. It's after then that he's taken his game up to another level. But it is okay. No one's going to look back at Henderson's time at Liverpool and think back and say that for 70, 60% of it, he wasn't good. People are just going to remember the end. Yeah, so Henderson is a system player. He whether you want to accept it or not, he is. If he wasn't, then he would have turned up before Klopp, and he would have. So yeah, and then he was one of our best midfielders. That is false. He was one of our best midfielders. I mean, Henderson was one of your best midfielders last season. But again, you got a Liverpool bias, so I'm not really gonna pay attention to your comments. De Bruyne is listen, he'll come back, man. You know he'll come back. Would Liverpool consider? I think Henderson's definitely a club legend. When you win there, when you captain the team to a league title, to the first one in 30 years, he's definitely going to be a club legend. Yeah, he has to be a club legend. Listen, I think didn't Liverpool make I don't know if it was one of the fan channels made like a 10-year documentary for Henderson or something like that. So when you start getting things like that, you're definitely a legend. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? There'll be people like RX that will say Henderson's been brilliant 10 out of 10 of the years. Which, if that's the case, then I need to understand why they tried to trade him for Clint Dempsey in 2012. But people would just things get sketchy. You see what I'm saying? And this is the problem because I've got an excellent memory. I remember everything. I remember all the tiny details. So people will like to skate over things and just pretend one side. I remember everything. So it's very hard to be in an argument with me because I remember things that you don't, and you might support that club, and I will know more about the club than you. So yeah, people don't really want to go down that route. But I would say he's definitely a club legend. Yeah, he's definitely a club legend for what he's done. Football legend, hell no. But I think we don't need to have that discussion. But yeah, man, listen, we're an hour in, people. How many likes we on? 15. We've done good still. We've done good. It's been good engagement. I can't lie. It's been good engagement for considering how late it is. Obviously, people I'm sure are pumped up from the Switzerland-France game. So yeah, man, France are out, and yeah, they got to eat humble pie tonight. They got to come back stronger. Hopefully, the Champs is gone. Henderson was a good player under Rodgers. He was good one season. He was good in 2013-14, 11-12. He was not good for Dalglish. 12-13, he was not good. That was the summer where they tried to trade him for Dempsey. After that, 14-15, he was not good again in Gerrard's last season. And after that, Rodgers was gone. And in the first 2 years of Klopp, Liverpool fans said he should be sold. I remember all of this. You can try and make it out like he was always good. He was not. So, and I've literally just said that Pogba for 2 of his seasons, minimum at United, was average. But you have never mentioned the fact that Pogba was good at Juve. So it's not a case of pick and choose. You just need to be consistent, bro. You can't make it act like that. Henderson was good. If you think Henderson was good 10 of 10 of his years, or even more than 5, then boy, I don't know how Liverpool have got to where they are now, because with fans like yourself, the standards will never increase. To be fair, Bale didn't end up at Birmingham. I don't care. Don't compare Bale and Henderson. Good at Juve 10 years ago. Yeah, fair enough. I thought Pogba left Juve in 2016, which was 5 years ago. But you know what? Again, let's just. But you see, this is what you're seeing here is a classic example of what fans do, which is why I'm glad I don't look at things from a rival fan's perspective, and I can just look at things from a holistic perspective, because he's talking about Pogba 10 years ago at Juve, when 10 years ago Pogba was literally about to sign for Juve, and he left 5 years ago in 2016. So make it that what you will. Bro, it always happens. Always happens, man. Hey, listen, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Listen, people, I'm off. I need to catch some sleep before work tomorrow. Make sure to smash the likes as we leave. If you're new, subscribe. Do make sure to share and all that good stuff. We're going to be back on Wednesday to review the whole last 16 fixtures. Or who knows, we might be back here tomorrow evening after England's game against Germany, which is going to be very interesting to see how it goes. Very, very interesting. So yeah, people, make sure to smash the likes. Shaka and Shaqiri through. Good day in the office. Yeah, you don't like good players, so fair enough. Free Palestine always. Yeah, 100%. Free Palestine. That message, stay consistent. Fight against any oppression. We believe in that in real ball talk, and hopefully all of our community does as well. Let's make sure we keep raising awareness for that, and we keep doing our piece. As Dave Chappelle says, if everyone keeps their own house in order, the world will be a much better place for it. So yeah, people, I'm off. I need to get some sleep. So peace and love. Take care, people.